Hey everybody, this is James with wstrades.com. Want to provide an update here on ticker symbol JEF or Jefferies Financial Group Inc. Got the 15-minute chart pulled up here, definitely in a nice little uptrend here on this short time frame on the 15-minute. They do have earnings coming up. It looks like on January 3rd. I'm seeing a lot of reports of earnings coming on January 3rd. I looked at the earnings whisper here, and for some reason this thing is saying January 10th. I don't know, most sites are saying January 3rd, so I believe it is January 3rd. You can see here that the consensus earnings per share is $1.40, and the revenue here is expected to be at $1.75 billion. So definitely some numbers to look at there. As far as the earnings whisper goes and kind of what the consensus is and what is expected. Let's head back to the chart here. You can see this thing was definitely in a pretty good uptrend, but it is starting to go a little bit sideways and starting to consolidate a little bit. So it's definitely making good moves here for 3 days, but once it kind of got up around this 39.50 level, it's been trading pretty sideways. And started to consolidate. So I'd like to see this thing actually close above around this 39.50 level. I think for it to make a good move higher, because you can see here, here, and here, it rejected that level around 39.50 and hasn't been able to get above it. Let's check out the 1 hour time frame. So the 1 hour is quite a bit different. It was kind of consolidating or trading within a range, and then it had a pretty big dump down to 35. But since that dipped to 35, it really seemed to find a bottom there on this time frame. It ripped up above the 21, and it's been treating the 21-day EMA on this time frame as a dynamic support level. So it's at a really key level right now at 39.27. You see it's just about to make up its mind whether it's going to drop below this 21-day EMA and close below it, or if it's going to move away from it and continue this uptrend. So it looks like a very key level there. But definitely the second half of this chart, since this thing dipped down to 35, it's been making some nice moves higher. Here you kind of see those last 3 days starting to consolidate a bit around 39.50. Let's check out the daily chart. So on the daily chart, this thing was in a really good uptrend. You see a big rip here, some consolidation, and then it went on another run. So you can see here finding a low of around 30, and then in a very nice uptrend until it hit 44. That's where it had a pretty big pullback, but you can't see here. If I throw up a trend line, let me zoom in a little bit. If I throw up a trend line here on the daily, you can see it touch that candle right there. It was kind of respecting this downtrend line right here for quite a while until it found this bottom around 35 or so. And once it found that, it ripped above it nicely. So we definitely have seen a pretty decent discount and reduction in price within this move here. So yeah, as long as this thing can, pull back here to the 21 and reject it on the daily as well, I think this thing can continue and head back to maybe test this 44 up here. Let's zoom in a little bit more here. I would say if this thing came up to this trend line and rejected it and then started to sell off, then I think we would have seen a new low there. But with that thing breaking this trend line and breaking the 21-day EMA, things are looking pretty good to me. I would say if it falls below this 21-day EMA, though, that's going to be a problem, because you can see on this previous run, it did a really good job to run up, pull back to the 21, bounce off of it, pull back again just below it, and then stay above the 21. So it definitely seems like the 21-day EMA here is pretty important for this ticker and for this stock. So I'll continue to keep you guys updated on ticker symbol JEF or Jefferies Financial Group Inc. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this. Talk to you soon.